Dan Deming at KKM Financial joins us now for the Trader Rundown. And traders, of course, digesting that jobs report that came out last week about September.
Yeah.
And China trade talks happening this week.
Yeah, so the job report, again, there were some tones in there that at least settled the market for the time being. You know, it hopefully alleviated some of the concerns. Particularly, we saw the growth or the increase in the numbers from July and August. So that was a nice little bonus.
The upward revision.
Upward revision. So, the market reacted positively to that, Ange. So it's going to be interesting to see. But you're right. This week, the market's going to be very focused on the U.S.-China negotiations, primarily due to the fact that those numbers last week that were so disappointing. I think you can point directly to the U.S.-China trade wars for the reason those numbers were so weak.
When you take a look at the market, how much of the China trade war talks have already been built in or baked into the cake, as they say?
You know, that's what the Fed's trying to figure out. That's what market players, participants are trying to figure out. So I think to some degree, there's the expectation now that they've gotten back into the negotiation structure that they're going to continue to at least make some type of strides as far as trying to get things headed in the right direction. Now, the administration, I think, because of those numbers last week, probably is a little bit more on alert right now going into the election next year. So this stuff, you know, China knows this. I mean, they know that they've got the administration in a little bit of a boxed-in corner here, because if they drag this out going in the election and all of a sudden you see significant impact or recessionary type environment in the United States, that's going to play into, you know, the Democrats' hands. It's going to play into China's hands. So I think it's incumbent upon the U.S. here to start to make some strides in trying to figure out the issues and get to the bottom of this.
Traders are still talking about that ISM number. I think a lot of people were concerned about manufacturing here, Dan.
They are. Well, when it goes into contractionary type of environment, which it did last week, at least for 1 month, Angie. Now, again, we'll have to see if that's going to be a consistent trend. But that spooked the market going into October, Halloween. The market has frayed nerves, and the psychology is always a little challenged here in October anyway, Angie. So that's why we saw the volatility. But again, we got through it for the most part. The SPX actually not down. The S&P 500 was actually not down that much last week, given the fact that we saw it down significantly in the middle of the week.
Good to have you here. Thanks so much for your Trader Talk, Dan.
All right, thanks for having me.
For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.